Shalom, shalom, and first and foremost, give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai, Basham Rokakadash, and Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father's true name, the work known to calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the Heavenly Father's Son's true name, whom the work known to calls Jesus Christ. And giving double honors unto the apostles and elders of great grace who taught me this truth. And shalom unto the sincere Agam around the world, teaching this truth diligently and sincerely. And once again, we we have another breaking news over there in Babylon the Great, and I'll go straight to the article again from the end time headlines, and it says TSA, that's the what's it called? TSA. Let me check TSA meaning. I know it has to do with their transport something. Yeah, normally at that's a Transportation Security Administration, and so a U.S. government agency that protects the nation's transportation systems and ensures freedom of movement. And I'll go straight to reading it. TSA will begin charging $45 fee for air travelers without real ID. So it looks like they want to hasten their plan to the MOTB, and so because with the introduction of this digital identity, many people are in the states, even around the world, are resisting this call for getting a digital identity because they know many people know they will be tracked by their government, and so there is this resistance. And so I'll go ahead and read this. Travelers who still don't have their real ID and want to fly will soon be required to pay a fee to get to their gate at any airport across the country, including Phoenix Sky Harbor. On Monday, the Transportation Security Administration introduced TSA Confirm ID, a $45 service for travelers who lack an acceptable form of identification, such as those with a lost ID or without a real ID. The service fee, which goes into effect February 1, covers the cost of new identity verification technology, which must be paid online before boarding, Federal Transportation officials said. And so TSA said that paying the fee does not guarantee verification, and travelers whose identities cannot be verified may be turned away if approved. However, the verification covers a 10-day travel period. Other acceptable forms of ID include military IDs, permanent resident cards, and photo IDs from federally recognized tribal nations. TSA also accepts digital IDs through platforms such as Apple Wallet, Google Wallet, and Samsung Wallet at more than 250 airports in the US. Identity checks are vital for traveler safety because they keep bad actors out of the sky, said Adam Starr, the senior officer performing the duties of Deputy Administration for TSA, in a written statement. The fee can be paid online before arriving at the airport. Travelers can also pay online at the airport before entering the security line, by officials said the process may take up to 30 minutes. The vast majority of travelers present acceptable identification like real IDs and passport, but we must ensure everyone who flies is who they say they are, Style said. And we see ISO as usual bringing in their unrighteous decree, and what's happening is this will force many people to take this digital ID that they are rolling out, because prophecy definitely has to be fulfilled. And so if you try to resist the Lord, no matter what, will find a way to make you do what He wants. So, uh, this is truly a breaking news, and this will just accelerate the path to the MOTB, because first many people need to get this real ID, and then from there it will be transition to the MOTB. So I'll go straight to reading the scriptures. And let's say Second Corinthians 2:11. Let's say that should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Can we know this devil? He always uses this flimsy excuse of what safety, uh, and safety, in order to introduce this digital ID, saying that they need to know who boards their plane and so on and so forth, so that if they have their digital ID on them, they'll be able to identify any kind of terrorist or whatever it is that they are looking for. So this will force many people into going in for this digital ID. And I'll go to Isaiah 10 verses 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Come, and the Lord has a special punishment for these devils, but first He will use them first to uh, use these devils to chip the majority of the population of the earth, except for the elect, in order for prophecy to be fulfilled. And going to this last precept here. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Can And so this is very good news for those of us in this room, because we know with this introduction of this penalty of this $45 for those who don't have their digital identity, it will force many people to go in for it. And even that $45, there's no guarantee. They might even increase it to 100 if they see that they are not getting the required or necessary response. They might increase it to 100 or whatever, or a higher number, so that they will make or force people, or to make people to comply with getting the digital ID. And so that ends it for today's lesson. And I give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Basham, Yahushai Basham Kakadash. Shalom unto the elect. Shalom.